This is Mrs. Nasland, and today we'll be focusing on problem solving and working through some fun problems, some real life problems. So here's how it starts. It says math and pottery. Pottery are objects that are first shaped of wet clay and then hardened by baking. Four steps are needed to make a pottery product: preparing the clay mixture, shaping the clay, decorating and glazing the product, and baking the product. Pottery includes products such as works of art, dinnerware, vases, and other household items. Some of the places you can find pottery include art studios, craft shows, pottery stores, and many households. It says write an equation and solve. So, first question says a small pottery store has 9 same-size boxes full of pottery items. The boxes weigh 765 pounds in all. How much does each box weigh? So first, I have to figure out how I'm going to write an equation to solve this problem. So I know that total, they weigh 765 pounds. So I'm going to write 765, and I know that that's going to be on the total side of my equal sign. And then I'm going to figure out how would I get there? Well, I know that I have 9 of the same size boxes. So I'm going to say 9, and I don't know how many boxes I have. Okay, well, I have 9. It says the pottery store has 9 same-size boxes full of pottery items. And then it says in all, it weighs 765 pounds. So I don't know how much each box weighs. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to say times W, because I am not sure how much that it weighs. So there's my equation. 9 times the weight should equal 765 pounds. Now when I go to actually solve this problem, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to have to do the opposite. So I'm going to have to do 765, and I'm going to divide it by 9. All right. So I didn't give myself much space here. But if I say 9 into 7, I can't do it, so I get a 0. And then 9 into 76, I can do that. I know that 9 times 8, really little 8 there, 9 times 8 is 72. And when I subtract that, I'm going to get a 4. And then I'm going to bring down my 5, so I have 45. So now I have 9 into 45, which is 6. 9 times 6 is 45. Or sorry, 9 times 5 is 45. So then I'll write that. And when I subtract my 45 by 45, I end up with 0. So my answer ends up being the weight of each box. The weight of each box is 85 pounds. All right, and that solves our first question. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go on to our next question. I'm going to go ahead and clear off my writing here just so that I have a little bit more space. And it says, Julio and Myra had a pottery stand at the annual craft fair. They sold some of their pottery at the original price of $13 each and made $780. Later in the day, they decreased the price of each item by $4 and sold 20 more items. How much money did they make in all that day? So I have to figure out how to write an equation. I know that they started the day by making $780. So I'm going to start off with $780. And then I know that once they had $780, then they decided to decrease the price. Now, it doesn't say by how much. They said it decreased each item by $4. So I know that the original price of the item was $13, and they decreased it. So that tells me I'm going to have to subtract. All right. And then that would give me how many items they sold. And how much did they sell those items for? They sold them for $20. And so whatever that number is, I want to times it by 20 because that's how much money each of those items cost. Now, this works because we use our order of operations. So this is my equation, and now I'm going to go ahead and solve it. So I'm going to do 13 minus 4 first, which gives me 9. And I want to do my multiplication before my addition. So I'm going to say 9 times 20 first to give me that first part. 9 times 2 is 18. And then I know that I'm just going to add that 0 on. So I have 18. I'm going to add that 0 on. And then I'm going to add $780 onto that amount. So actually I'm going to set it up this way. Well, I guess I can do that. 780 because that's how much we made on the first round of sales. So I'm going to add those on. We'll see what we get. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 8 is 16. So 6 carry the 1. 789, $960 would be my total amount that I would have made all day. So you can see that you can solve some real life problems using what we've learned in this chapter. So go ahead and keep trying and working on the homework sheet for yourself.